Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to an instant post-game reaction on Canon Fodder TV. Yes, it felt like what did it feel like? It felt like a cup tie. What a game. Two top teams going blow by blow, fire with fire. But we're going to get into this one on the other side of this music intro. I tell you what, I'm absolutely exhausted. Yeah, oh my goodness. Welcome back to probably the last instant post-game reaction this side of Christmas and this side of 2023. Liverpool won, Arsenal won. What a game. What a game. And cold sweats, all kind of sweats, sweaty pants. No, the cold sweats. But as usual, where we're going to start on this one, I think I'll start with the starting 11. The starting 11. So this was a starting 11. You know, there's going to be no change in the goalkeeping position. David Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Magalhaes, Zinchenko. I'll get to him in a moment. Declan Rice, Kai Havertz. I'll get to him in a second. Martin Odegaard, I'll get to him in a moment. Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. So that was the 11, a 4-3-3 formation. Not a sign of Thomas Partey anywhere. So he was no way going to be able to make this trip to Anfield, Liverpool. But that was your starting 11. So talk about starting out the block so very quick. I mean, we get a corner, and let me show you what you can see from here. There we go. Have a look at this. So we got the corner. And what I liked about this picture wasn't so much, of course, Gabriel Magalhaes scored a goal, but you've got Kai Havertz, who's also one of our tallest players, also in the mix. Talk about bravery. So that was very, very quick. And I thought, all right, okay, here we go. So again, inside 5 minutes, Arsenal take the lead with a really well taken header by Gabriel Magalhaes. Now, you could see the goalkeeper was out at sea. I don't know what he was doing. You know, yeah, that's none of our business. That's none of our business. So, again, it was free flowing. You know, it was end to end stuff. I actually didn't think Arsenal would have gone to Anfield and be so bold and so confident, because that's what I like to see about the players this time round. So many times we've gone to Anfield, we've gotten beaten before we've even travelled, before we've even kicked the ball. But looking at these players this time round, I thought you could see they were up for it, man for man. They were up for the fight, and I've got to say it's probably down to Mikel Arteta. Well done preparing the players. But he looked quite tense on the sidelines, didn't he? But yeah. So one thing I did notice, what we left Virgil van Dijk with so much space, and when you know he's got, a quality player's got so much space, you give him time to think. But what were they thinking? They were thinking of getting the ball to Mo Salah, because up until that point, you know, Dominic Szoboszlai couldn't get into the game. Mohamed Salah couldn't get into the game. But all the while, they're trying to shoot diagonal balls across to where? To Mo Salah. Why? Who was playing left back? Alexander Zinchenko. Now, before I go any further, I want to say I'm not blaming Zinchenko for the fact that, you know, he wasn't that side there. We know he's not a good defender. Going forward, mixing up the play, inverted, you know, one touch, two touch, diagonal. We know that. But as a defender, you know what you get. You don't get nothing much. And it was a very easy goal for Mohamed Salah. Again, cross ball, you know, dipped, dropped his shoulder, boom, top right-hand corner. Now, I'm thinking, why did we not start Kivor? He should have started there. Zinchenko is not going to give you much in defense. We know that. Mikel Arteta, come on. What are you thinking? Anyway, so that was Mohamed Salah scoring that really good goal, well-taken goal. And then a little bit of controversy. Now, I have seen the replays at least 4 or 5 times. For me, this should have been a penalty. Now, I get it. Martin Odegaard slips. But once the ball goes past, is about to go past his left hand, he sticks out his left hand. And I know, you're probably thinking, well, but he slipped. He does slip. But then you can see his hand moves towards the ball. He's stopping the ball from progressing forward. To me, that should have been a penalty. Should have been a penalty. But listen, it went to VAR, I believe, and it was given as not a penalty. So we got away with one. What made me laugh, actually, it's not subjective. Even Ian Wright said during the break that if it had been Arsenal, yeah, we would have been very, very disappointed for that not to be given. For Ian Wright to say that. So for me, that was a penalty. Martin Odegaard, you're very, very lucky. Now, I've got to say, the players were slipping left, right, and centre. And I know Bukayo Saka, I think he went in on, I can't remember the defender, the Liverpool defender's name. Quite lucky, very, very lucky, but the pitch was very, very slippery. Very, very slippery. But what does it mean for Arsenal, anyway, at least? Well, we top the Premier League for the Christmas period at least. 1 point ahead of Liverpool and third place, Aston Villa, fourth place, Denmark down the road, Man City. It's funny because listening to the commentator in summarization saying, you know what, one team or one club is happy with the result today would have been Man City. They're away. No team has kind of built up a big enough gap. The gap is, if you're looking at Arsenal, is 6 points. That's probably 2 wins. Liverpool, that's 5 points. And everybody else, yeah. So maybe one team that might be happy, it might be Man City. They won the Club World Cup. Well done to them, beating the Fluminense 4-0. 4-0. I think that's Pep's 17th trophy, I think, with Man City. That's a lot. That is a lot. We can probably talk about the man of the match. I mean, who was your man of the match? Put your comments in the live chat and tell me who you thought was man of the match. Now, they've been talking about William Saliba. I'll tell you what, Konate, Liverpool, I mean, he just bossed it, didn't he? He shut down Martinelli, shut down Odegaard, shut down actually almost all the Arsenal players. Even Gabriel Jesus had to be subbed off. Martinelli didn't have the best of games, and it just happens. It just happens. Now, I said about Thomas Partey. Would Thomas Partey have made a significant difference? To be honest, the pace of the game, again, it looked like a cup tie. So I think come the match we play against Liverpool in the FA Cup, we're probably going to get more of the same stuff. It was exhilarating, exciting. I thought, end-to-end stuff. To me, it felt like a cup tie. But yeah, again, put your comments in the box. I want to know who was your man of the match, because I need to write out and let everyone know who was their man of the match. So let me know who was your man of the match. Yeah, but a good goal by Gabriel Magalhaes starting at the block. We had chances, but then again, Liverpool had chances. So I think it was probably a fair result in the end. And there I was thinking, oh my goodness, when we're going to Anfield, they've got a plethora of quality players, but so do we, but they're probably better than us. So I think honours evens, 1-1, a draw, was probably the right result, I think, anyway, at least. So let me go and do this. Again, come into the live chat. I want to know who was your man of the match. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, just sat there listening to me, thinking, oh, only Arsenal won. Yeah, and let me know as well about Kai Havertz. I thought Kai Havertz had a good game, a steady game. Again, I like the fact that it wasn't only Gabriel Magalhaes going up for the header. Kai Havertz was going up for the header as well. I was thinking, yes, we'll have a bit of that. Right, so let me do this man of the match. Let's have a look here now. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Come on, people. Come on. I want you to tell me who was your man of the match. So I'm going to go by what I saw. I didn't see much. I didn't see much, actually. All right. So, man of the match versus Liverpool. You can only choose one. Only one. So we'll go for man of the moment, Declan Rice, Saliba, Gabriel, Gabriel M, and who else? Who else? Who was probably the man of the match? I'm just trying to think. I'll put Kai Havertz in there. Okay, so I've put Martin Odegaard, not for me. Not for me. Sorry, man. So these are the players I put in there before I publish it. I'll put it out there. Man of the match versus Liverpool. Choose only one. Declan Rice, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhães, or Kai Havertz. Is there another name I could have put there? Is there another name? Let me have a look again. Let me look at the starting 11 again. Who else could I put there? Definitely not Zinchenko. Ben White, not really. Martinelli, no, had an off day. Bukayo Saka. I'll put Saka in there. I'll put Bukayo Saka in there. There we go. And Saka. So go over on the platform, YouTube, our YouTube platform that is, and go and vote to your heart's content. The game today finished. How did it finish, Alex? Well, it finished 1-1. A really good taken goal, headed goal by Gabriel Magalhães. And Mohamed Salah. Again, if you want a good defense, I want to be thinking to put Zinchenko there. And again, I'm not blaming him because I know from what I've seen, he's not the best defender. So why not play Kivor? That's right. I said it. That's right. I said it. All right. So we're going to check out the poll that I've just put out on the platform just in a little while. I need to read the comments here and see who's coming to the live comments. Let's have a look here. Today is the day I have faith, and I believe Arsenal is going to win the game. Well, my friend, you put the comment in there. Local time, 6:45 in the morning. 6:45 in the morning. Anyway. And we've got Ashley D, who says, hey up, Gooners. Ashley, thank you for your ever-presence there. And Tyrannosaurus says, evening. Alex, this is not a penalty. Tyrannosaurus, it was a penalty. It was a penalty. Even Ian Wright said it was a penalty. Again, he slips. I understand that. But then if once the ball is going past his hand, he puts his hand towards the ball to stop the ball from progressing in another direction. For me, it was a penalty. It's a penalty. Liverpool had 16 players versus 1 and still did not score. Again, down to the pitch maybe because they were showing the ball before Trent Alexander struck it, and it bobbled a little bit, which will probably explain why. Yeah, he hit the crossbar. 16 players. You're so funny. Well, maybe it was raining or drizzling out there, or sometimes, as you probably will know, the groundsmen like to put water to make it more slippery, to make the ball move a lot more freely along the grass. But I hate the studs. These modern day football boots, I hate them. Just what happened to the old screw-on ones, man? A little bit longer, but these ones are molded on the boots. But yeah, really, I've got no idea. No idea. Party and Tommy always injured, of course, paying the season after season. What's your thoughts? Well, we spoke about Thomas Partey yesterday, and we put up a poll, Tyrannosaurus, about whether Thomas Partey will play a major role this season. And I checked it when we were doing the Easy Talk, and it's 50-50 split. 50-50 split. Tomiyasu, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't really know what's going on. All these players come to Arsenal and getting injured. Although the last time I spoke at Tomiyasu's injury record, it was quite long. So he already had a history there. Thomas Partey, on the other hand, almost never injured when he played for Atletico Madrid. He comes to Arsenal, we're thinking we've got to make sure that he's wrapped up in cotton wool. We can't send him to the AFCON. We can't. African Cup of Nations. I'd far rather have him play in the under-21s. You know, just monitor him. And if it happens, at least he's going to be with us. You send him out to Africa, you know, you're waiting for quality communication to, you know, how is he getting on? You know, are there any problems there? Then we need to bring him back. I'd far rather have him playing in the under-21s. Really, that's me personally. For you, Declan Rice was man of the match. Brilliant, covering for so many. Again, I don't blame Zinchenko. I don't blame him. Really, I don't blame him. Kai Havertz is great defensively. Was Jorginho injured? If not, he should have come off the bench. No, he wasn't injured. He was one of the subs. And my original wingman, what's happening, Monty? Brother. Luton. They won, didn't they? I can't remember the captain's name, but yeah, well done, people, well done to Luton Town for getting the win today. Why did Arteta not bring on Kurvo for Zinchenko? You have to ask him yourself. I have no idea. I didn't want to talk about his stubbornness on the Easy Talk, but I thought, you know what? I don't want to, you know, get ranting and raving about Mikel Arteta. But you're right. If you know a player is quite limited in asking him to do something, for example, to defend, why are you going to make him like the weakest link for Liverpool to exploit? And that's what they did. Each time Virgil van Dijk was on the ball, he was looking to ping the ball diagonally across to Mohamed Salah. And again, who was on that left side? It was Zinchenko. But I don't blame Zinchenko because, you know, he doesn't give much in defense. It was so easy for Mo Salah just to drop his shoulder, boom, top right-hand corner. So easy. So many crosses from Saka and no Havertz or Martinelli on the line to tap it in. This is a strategy by Arteta to stay back. But, you know, we're talking about that. Again, on the Easy Talk, we spoke about the necessity to have a quality striker. I mean, you want to talk about Ian Wright? Ian Wright would have been in there for the easiest happens. But we need to go into the transfer window, January, and get a quality striker. Now, I forgot to mention Dusan Vlahovic. There are 3 strikers that Arsenal could go for. Not that I want to go for Vlahovic, because remember, season before last, he said that he didn't want to come to Arsenal. So I was like, oh, okay. You don't want to come to Arsenal, then stay where you are at Juventus. But for me, there are 3 strikers. Top the tree, Ivan Toney, because he knows what it means and how it feels to play in the Premier League. Although he's been out for a while, but then he's got a lot to prove. Victor Osimhen. Again, I know last night we were told that he's probably on the verge of signing a new contract with Napoli. I haven't checked that out, but he will cost us a lot of money. Not played in the Premier League. And then Vlahovic, who will probably come somewhere in the middle. So you got top end Victor Osimhen, probably cost us £150 million. Maybe Vlahovic, maybe 80, 90. And then the boss man, Mr. IT, Ivan Toney, probably about £70 million, 60 or £70 million. So you pay your money, you take your pick. But if your strategy is to get to the byline across the ball, knowing fully well there's no striker in there, what else are you relying on? Are you relying on Kai Havertz to nod it in there? I don't know. I really don't know. That's what a result for Luke. That's what I just said. Yeah, well done. And I know the captain suffered a cardiac arrest. I understand that he's since been released by the hospital and is back home, convalescing. And those are kind of stories that you really want to hear. But that aside, Well done to Luton Town for getting the 3 points, man. Well done. Omotubi, good evening. I can't wait for Tomiyasu and Timber to be back. Ben White and Zinchenko need to sit on the bench. That's a bit harsh, man. My man of match today is between Declan Rice and William Rolls Royce Saliba. Who? Should have brought Eddie on earlier. What's your thoughts? Do you know what? I was actually thinking the same thing. Because there are some games where, I'm sorry, Gabriel Jesus just, he tries so hard sometimes. Sometimes he's probably trying too hard, and it just doesn't happen for him. And I could see it, but Mikel Arteta couldn't see it. And I was thinking, bring on Eddie Nketiah. Stop wasting that energy, stop wasting the time, bring on Eddie Nketiah. And I was thinking maybe it would have been the game for Eddie Nketiah to score the goal to win the game for us. So I agree. I would have brought in Eddie Nketiah, but I'm not Mikel Arteta. I wonder if anyone has been keeping count, but how many times has Partey been injured since he has been at Arsenal? Well, I think it's 19 times. So that stat came from Jonathan from Arsenal Columbia. 19 times he's been injured. Somebody's been keeping count. Partey's just so annoying, man. It's annoying. He just cannot keep fit. I definitely would not be sending him to the African Cup of Nations. I would not be sending him anywhere. Keep him at Arsenal. At most, let him play in the under-21s. At least he's with us. We wouldn't have to go far to kind of get reports and see how he plays. If something were to happen, rather than getting him back from Africa, he'll be with us at London Coney and he can start his rehabilitation again. Annoying? I would probably want to use that word annoying, but I understand what you mean. I do understand. What if Partey comes back injured and this is cause of AFCON? Would you now sell Partey? Well, Tyrannosaurus, I am of the view that we should probably sell him in the January transfer window. Now, again, on the Easy Talk, we spoke about how much we could probably get for him. He is a quality player. I get it. But a quality player who cannot play because he's injured is no use to us. No use to us. So for me, I would sell him. But the problem is you don't know what's going to happen in the January transfer window. And if, as the lads were saying last night, what happens if a Declan Rice gets injured? You need to have a backup unless you're going to go in the January transfer window and buy a defensive midfielder and buy a striker, because we need a striker. It's more apparent than ever that we need a striker. Sorry, I mean a quality striker. It would be easier to count how many times Partey has not been injured. Oh, my goodness. That's harsh. I don't think many clubs would be interested in Partey with his injury record. Maybe a Saudi club, if lucky. Yeah, I think and that's the direction I'll be looking at. Send to a Saudi club. We might be able to recoup the money that was spent. Was it £49 million or £42 million? I can't remember. But maybe a Saudi club. Captain Luton is Lockhart, by the way. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Monty. Why were we struggling with the press to our defense today? Most teams press against. Yeah. I really don't know. I really don't know. I guess it could be. No, to me, the players look up for it. I'm not about to make any excuses for them. They looked up for the fight, and I think honours even 1-1 was a fair result in the end. They had chances, we had chances. We had chances, they had chances. Yeah, I think a 1-1 draw was a fair result, to be honest. I agree this game was set up perfectly for Eddie to come on and change the game. Yeah, I kind of got that impression. I thought this might be ripe for him to come on. But again, you know, if the optics are there and you're not responding to what's happening in front of your eyes, then it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter what we think, you know. But for me, I could say, do you know what? Martinelli, it's not going to happen for Martinelli. Gabriel Jesus, not going to happen for Jesus. So there's probably an argument that Mikel Arteta should have brought Trossard on earlier and Nketiah on earlier. Maybe something would have happened. Too little, too late. Martineau does make lots of mistakes when he is in Arsenal's half. Have you noticed this? I have now, and gives up a lot of possession, doesn't he? The press, once there's one man on him, two men, you know, once you get the ball, release the ball. Easy play. But yeah, we came up against a quality, you know, opposition in Liverpool. They were up for the fight. Actually, Arsenal up for the fight. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? Right. So what I'm going to do, let me check out the poll. And the poll is in regards to the man of the match. So this is inside 14 minutes. We have had 40 votes. Yeah. 14 minutes, 40 votes. Let me refresh the page again. Let's just see if I can get some more 4 votes. More votes. More votes mean okay. 41 votes. Still 14 minutes. So on 0%, it's Kai Havertz. On 2%, 2 players tied on 2%, it's Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Magalhães. 34% of the votes has gone to Declan Rice. And out in front, on 64% of the votes, it's William Rolls Royce Saliba. All right, okay. I just need to double check if I can, if I may. Yeah, I need to remove this as well. Oh. Okay, and that. Sorry, people, just doing some housekeeping here very, very quickly. Okay, so let's kind of recap very, very quickly before we wrap up this show. So this was the starting 11 to face, or that faced, or who faced Liverpool. Again, I wasn't expecting Ramsdale to come into the goalkeeping spot. It was always going to be Raya. Benny Blanco, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, Havertz, Ødegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. And it was a good goal by Gabriel Magalhães, actually. A really nice, clean header, although Alisson was all out to sea. I'm not sure what he was doing, what he was looking for. No idea. And that came on the 5th minute, inside 5 minutes. And then Mo Salah pinned across over to him. I think the Virgil van Dijk or one of the defenders. And he kind of put Zinchenko on his back foot, dropped his shoulder, bam, top right-hand corner. And yeah, a controversial incident. For me, it was a penalty. It was a penalty. I know, again, I understand that he slipped. That's Martin Ødegaard, that is. But you can see once the ball, Mohamed was trying to kick the ball past him, Ødegaard put his hand to the ball. For me, it was a penalty. Now, even Ian Wright said it was a stone cold penalty. And if the shoe was on the other foot, meaning if it was Arsenal, we would have been very upset if it wasn't given. Yes, indeed. So that was the scoreline, 1-1. And which team do you think might have been looking across and be happy to see that Arsenal still not able to build up a big enough gap, as well as Liverpool and Aston Villa, because Aston Villa could have gone top? Most likely it would have been the team in 5th place, Man City. Not the Spurs, not West Ham, but Man City. Yeah. So that is it. I need to read these last few comments before we do wrap up this last show here that we're going to do. What's this? What's this? What's this? Monty says, thank you to all the gooders here. We appreciate your time and interaction on this channel of ours. Exactly. It's not mine. It's not yours. It is ours to having to hold. It sounds like a marriage. Now, I thought Ben White did well. What's your thoughts on him? I think he did okay. He did all right. He had a little bit of torrid time on that side there, on the right-hand side. I think once Gomez came on, I can't remember the Liverpool guy who got injured with a... I think it was a collision, wasn't there, on the sideline with Bukayo Saka, the player, I can't remember his name, and Jurgen Klopp. So, yeah, I think, he had an okay game. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't mind-blowing. But you remember, we don't see the overlaps anymore. We don't see the triangular plays with Bukayo Saka. It's like there's a bigger gap between Ben White and Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is like the one trying to do all the work on his own. Whereas before you would have seen Bukayo Saka holding the ball, and then Ben White doing the overlap, and then he will give it to Ben White, and then Ben White will cut it in again for Bukayo Saka. We don't see that anymore now. Maybe it's because of the opposition. This is the first time I thought this team of ours was not going to lose at Anfield. This is a good Arsenal team. Good point, actually. Again, what I liked about the players, you can see they were up for it. They were so up for the fight. I thought, yeah. But again, Liverpool had chances. We had chances. Honours evens, 1-1 draw. A fair result, I think. December says, good evening, Alex. You know what it is? What's what? Gabby Mag is underrated. Sam, I'm not sure what you're talking about, man. Mino, I did not slip. Salah pushed him, and I'm pushing my luck. Yes, you are. I might start to block you. I think it's a little bit harsh. Zinchenko is very lazy now. I don't think he's lazy. It's just we know going forward where he gives us that dynamic movement and the play. And what I didn't like, he was a little bit, what's the word? Ill-disciplined, right? He was supposed to be on the left-hand side as a left back. And I saw him wandering, I guess, as part of being an inverted left back. I was thinking, you've gone past on the other side. You should stay on the left-hand side predominantly. But ill-disciplined, I wouldn't say lazy. It's just he's so limited in defending. Oh, HM says Saka should have seen red. I don't know what I did. I think I went into the other room to get some. When I came back, I heard something about Saka this, Saka that. When I saw the repeat, well, he slipped, didn't he? He slipped. Well, anyway, yeah. Actually, you've seen Premiership winning squads before. Yeah. Why? What are you trying to get at? What are you trying to get at? Oh, dearie me. Let me just quickly clear this. Oh, I need to read that later. All right, before I wrap this one up, let me just refresh the page and just kind of give you guys a final look at who has been chosen as the man of the match. So 21 minutes and counting. We have now received 63 votes. And on 2% now of the votes, up 2 is Kai Havertz. On 3% is Bukayo Saka. 5% of the votes have gone to Gabriel Magalhães. 35% of the votes say it is Declan Rice. And still out in front, down 6, I think, to 56%, I believe, is William Rolls-Royce Saliba. There we go. All right. Okay. See, do you know what? It's like Monty, my original wingman. He knows when it's time, man. Great segment, Alex. Thank you to the fellow moderators, and most of all, thank you to all of you viewers and followers across the Canon Fodder TV platforms. And you know what? I'll leave this one up, and I don't even know when's the next time you're going to see me, but it will be on the other side of Christmas. I think, I can't remember when our next match is, to be honest. Let's have a quick look. When's our next match? Arsenal fixtures. There we go. That's right. We play against West Ham on the 28th of December, which is a Thursday. And I imagine you probably see me doing an instant post-game reaction for that game as well. But let's not burst anyone's balloons. Let the younger supporters enjoy the ride, but older supporters know. If you know, you know, and I know, and now I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I'll leave this one here. Anyhow, people. So on the day we find out that Arsenal still can't get over the heebie-jeebies of beating Liverpool at Anfield, but you know they've got 1 point. 1 point is better than no points, of course. But we still remain top of the Premier League tree for Christmas at least. Anyhow, people, enjoy yourselves. Happy Christmas, happy holidays, Feliz Navidad, like I said. But I shall see you next week, Thursday, for, the game after, not before, after Christmas. But anyhow, for myself and everyone on Canon 4 TV, the moderators, the viewers, subscribers, and everybody behind the screen here. There's nobody behind the screen there. This has been Canon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.